Hey guys, it's Kip from Famous by Friday Pickleball. Got a brand new paddle to review from A11N Sports. This is the A11N Empire Power Max. It's pretty, looks good. Very excited to get out on the court and hit this a little bit. A11N has had some really good paddles in the past. One of them I liked a lot. I reviewed them along the way. So they've had good stuff, and this is their first edgeless paddle. I talk about this a little bit. 16 millimeter poly honeycomb core. It is Gen 2 thermoformed. It is edgeless, like I said. Toray carbon fiber face. However, it does have spray super grit technology. Anytime I hear spray grit, though, we always worry about that because it kind of wears off. But we'll hope it doesn't. And that technology is getting a little bit better because we've seen it in other paddles. This paddle is 8 ounces. It is a little head heavy just right out of the box, but not terrible. You can always adjust that with a little weight on the end or a little weight down here, but it does feel a little head heavy, so I kind of wonder how much thermoforming is going on up here to drag that out. This paddle is 16.3 inches long, 7.28 inches wide. The grip is 5.6 inches long, and the circumference is 4.15 inches. All right. Let's take a look at that 16 millimeter poly core with the Gen 2 thermoforming. All right, guys, as you can see, the A11N Empire Power Max is a pretty standard Gen 2 thermoform. You've got the unibody, the poly honeycomb core going all the way down into the grip. These are 8 millimeter cells, pretty standard. You can see that the foam is injected around the perimeter. Now there is an extra kind of layer of support because this is an edgeless paddle, and it'll show up more on the next view, but that gives it a little more substance, a little more strength. Pretty standard all the way around here. Let's get to the next view. All right, guys, this is as if the paddle is lying just flat on the court. You can see that extra layer of support out here in the channel where the thermoforming is. And that just because it's an edgeless paddle gives that a little more support and a little more structure so it won't be damaged. You can see the cells of the poly honeycomb here, the 8 millimeter cells. Pretty much a standard Gen 2 thermoform paddle. All right, guys, we'll see how it plays. The new A11N Empire Power Max headed out to the courts right now. I hope you're going to be there. We'll hit this paddle together, and I'll be back. All right, guys, the new A11 Empire Power Max. Oh, that went right over the top of it. Really nice, though. Really nice. Good depth. Still had nice depth. You can hear it whistling a little bit. So it means it's got a little top spin to it as well. Yeah, really. Okay. Okay, guys, it broke the tripod. I hit the phone and it broke the tripod. Let me spin a couple at this before it falls apart again. I'd like to say my power did that, but I had nothing to do with that. All right, little spin here. Oh, not any spin at all with that. Let me try that again. No spin there. Let me try this again. I don't think that was going to spin either. I'm trying to really get under it, really spin it hard. Let me see. Spin it again. No. No spin. Good accuracy still. Hit that ball exactly where it was going, or exactly where I intended, but man, no spin. Don't think that's what this paddle is made for. Hey guys, back. Just spent the last couple of weeks getting to know the new A11N Empire, the Power Max. You walk out on the court with this paddle and everybody wants to know what it is because it just has such different looks and it's really pretty. It's a good looking paddle. Everyone wants to know what it is. And the purple really, really looks good under the sun especially, but it draws a lot of attention. So bravo for A11N doing something a little bit different and making their paddle stand out. Let me bounce through the attributes of this paddle because it is fun to hit, but I'm going to bounce through all of them and just kind of point out a couple of things that I wish it did just a hair better. All right, I'll start with power. I always start with power. My normal service speed, 48 to 50. This paddle, the Empire Power Max, came in at 50.2 without adding any weight. This is 8 ounces. I didn't add any weight to it, didn't pop any lead tape on there. So 50.2 is really good and just has nice depth and nice velo to it. Very good so far. Accuracy, control, consistency, very good on this paddle. You can hit it pretty much, with proper form. You're going to be able to hit this ball wherever you want to, whether you're dinking, whether you're driving, whatever. This paddle does a really good job at that. The feedback and feel off of this is very nice with the 16 millimeter poly core and Gen 2 thermoform. It has a nice feedback and feel, a very ample sweet spot, which is really good for an edgeless paddle. It really feels good. It's nice and kind of soft, but it does get the ball out there really well. It's good defense to offense, especially being a touch head heavy. You can kind of go down, dig the ball out, put that shovel in the ground and get that ball back into the non-volley zone. Very easy to do. And it is quick. It is quick. I always feel like an edgeless paddle is quicker through the air for fast hands battles. I know that's not true. That's a mental thing, but I always feel like it's just a little bit quicker. Even though this is a touch head heavy, it is still pretty quick through the zone and the ball comes off of there pretty well in fast hands battles. So you don't have to just, jump on anything. The ball comes off of there pretty well. And if they're driving at you up the net, it's very stable and the ball comes off of there. Once again, a little added weight would help all of that, but just as is, it does so well. Now, a couple of items where this paddle kind of was, I wish it was different. And I talk about the spray grit paint all the time. You've heard me, if you watch any of my other videos, I always worry about the spray grit paint. Now this did not wear off. I've only hit with it a couple of weeks, but it still has a nice textured feel to it. But I always worry about that wearing off. Also, this paddle had very little spin. If you're a spin enthusiast, not for you. If this had just a little more spin, it'd be really good. It just doesn't have a lot at all. So, like I said, if you're looking for that, I would go somewhere else. But if you don't hit with a lot of spin, this paddle's going to be fine because we'll go back to accuracy control and consistency. That's all there. This is pretty cool. This is a pretty cool paddle. I like what A11N has tried here. I really like a lot of their paddles in the past as well. I love the new up-and-coming companies that are trying different things and increasing their line. A11N's done a pretty darn good job. I like this paddle. Like I said, it is pretty. You can see it, so I love the looks of it. And I like what this does. The only drawback for me, the big drawback would be the spin. All right, guys, as always, hit like, hit subscribe, leave me a comment if you've tried this. If you've hit the other products from A11N, because I'm telling you, there's some good paddles there. Look at this company. If you haven't heard of them before, check them out because they've got some cool stuff. All right, guys, get out and play. Yes, it's fall. We got more time, though. Get out and play. All right, I'll be back. You never know. There were times I was lost. Oh, God. Okay, A11, she's feeling a little tough over there.